Mm. My first time going live on YouTube like this. I tried something new. Man, the situation crazy. It's crazy. Situation crazy. I just don't see how I'm seeing so many people have this conversation, and it's like there's a good amount of people out there that disagree with um the situation that happened with Tory. But it's like it's more men that get it than women that get it. And shout out to the women that get it. But it's like it's genuinely more guys that get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we go off logic. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people, well, a lot of women don't want to hear that, but we go off logic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when the situation first came out, I'm gonna go there. When the situation first came out, it was like uh, it was like it was a lie when it first came out. Megan said she stepped on glass, and then the doctor told her it was bullet fragments, and she acted like she didn't know that. Then, um, you know, nobody said nothing for about a month or so, a couple months, or a month or something like that. Then she came online. She was like, she was pop, but she was okay. That's what she said. And it's like, all right, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because the crazy thing was, it was a situation that happened after the party. First they was kicking it tough. Didn't nobody know nothing about Tory and Kelsey at first. They was kicking it tough. Didn't nobody know nothing about those two kicking it first. You know what I'm saying? We just heard about Meg and Tory at first, right? Then it was like, yo, what up, Israel? Then it was like, then the situation happened after the party. And then after that situation happened, then a little month or so went by, everybody just was confused. Then next thing you know, they was talking about it was possible that Meg and Kelsey got into a fight, got kicked out of Kylie Jenner's party. So Meg went on live and tried to make it seem like it was Tory doing it, and giving all the information to the blogs. But I wonder why would he do that? Because later on, it came out when he did his own IG live after she came out lying, talking about he shot her and went to the blogs. It was, you want to play with me? So yeah, he shot me. But you a savage though, right? Why you running your mouth? You a savage. That didn't make any sense. So back and forth stories, back and forth. The next thing you know, they put a gag order on Tory. He can't say nothing. Kind of find out RocNation called him first and said, don't say nothing. Time go by. Then California prosecution pick up the case. And now it's going to court. But she a savage though, right? Sound like you a snitch. So, I mean, you can't say you a savage, then you know what I'm saying, then you run to the police or whatever. So we have all this time passed by, finally get to court, we're like, about time. Because all the information that kept coming out, it was like, nah, I don't know if I'm gonna just sit here and say Tory just totally guilty. Nah, I don't know about that one. It just didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I don't really care for Megan's music. I really don't care for her music. But that didn't mean I hate her or nothing like that. I like Tory music better. He can rap better. She can't sing, so of course he can sing better. You know what I'm saying? But it just blows my mind if you mean to tell me that this person can do all this bullshit, fuck up their story. Kelsey dropped the bomb, said that she was messing around, like she confirmed it on her live. I remember that a year ago. So Kelsey confirmed that she was messing with Tory behind her back. and the way she thought about the situation, or the way she felt about the situation. But you mean to tell me that we supposed to ride for Megan blindly? All this information coming out, then the trial happened. Prosecution, they screwed up bad. The case was terrible. And this is what I would ask people. Now, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep it extra real with y'all. When I say this, only this amount of women gonna understand it. This amount of men gonna understand it. And this amount of people gonna understand it. If we look back at George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, God rest his soul, how many of us black folks thought that George Zimmerman was really guilty? We looked at the facts and was like, no, he guilty. Especially after, you killed an underage child. So we looking like George Zimmerman is guilty. The operator said, don't follow this young boy. His girlfriend was on the phone when the situation happened. He followed him anyways. This young boy had an Arizona iced tea and some damn Skittles because the basketball game was on halftime and he just ran to the store real quick. Coming back home, and he get followed by this dude. Now, this is the state of Florida. I'm in the state of Florida where this situation happened, right? So, stand your ground is basically, well, technically, like somebody put you in a situation where you have no choice but to defend yourself. So George Zimmerman follows Trayvon Martin, and his girlfriend was on the phone and heard the altercation and was like, he turned around like, what you following me for? So they get into a physical altercation. So technically in that situation, Trayvon Martin stood his ground, right? Technically he stood his ground. Like, why are you following me? He stood his ground. But you mean to tell me that he followed this underage child? That's the first thing. He didn't break no law. You had no proof. He follows this underage child, get into a physical altercation, start getting beat up, and then he pulls out the blammer and he pops this child. So everybody listening to this case will be like, oh, no, that might not be right. Certain people. Then you got certain people, of course, oh, no, he shouldn't go to prison. No, he should have went to prison. But he got out, right? Everybody looking like, especially black folks, especially us, like it was some bullshit. What up, Wally? It was like it was some bullshit. So you mean to tell me that it's cool when we feel when somebody else does something to us that we got to ride against them, we got to stand up against the justice system, right? But you tell me when a situation happened with a black man and a black woman and you see all the potholes in the game, that somebody is wrong for questioning it. Megan been lying the whole case. She lied from the fucking beginning, and her story kept changing. And like me and my boy JBJ was talking about, maybe it was a good thing they did put a gag order on him to help the situation not his statements not mess him up, because he didn't even get the chance to testify. Everybody else pretty much testified, or the people that would show up testified. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm saying that it's just everything is effed up, and it's just a big gender war. Us as black folks, I remember at least when I was growing up in the late 80s, in the 90s, I remember it was a time where if a situation like this happened, we either responded one or two ways. We either was like, damn, what happened with them? Or we minded our own business. You don't jump in other people's business. You know what I'm saying? That's how it usually was. But at the same time, what I appreciated that the majority of black people I know, if we seen a DV situation with a man and a woman, if somebody said something that made no sense, man or the woman, we was like, no, that's some bullshit. I don't know what they got going on or what that person got going on. It wasn't, oh, well, that man beat on that woman. And no, because you never know what was going on and what was happening. So we mind our business in the correct way. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't just jumping in somebody. You know, We got to go off logic if we're gonna do that, because we know a relationship or like partners can get into it, and you be like, hey, they might still be back together. So the fact that when they got into their situation, they still kind of was contacting each other. It's like, come on, man. We know Kelsey did something wrong. So the situation that I take out of this, what we got to learn from it, like us, especially as men, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep it G with you, especially as a black man. We got to be careful about the things that we do, the type of women that we deal with. Like, it hit me in my, like, I don't know the brother. Pray for him. But it just hit me in my head, like, damn, boy, you better stay away from them ratchets. Stay away from them red flags and them ratchets. Like, for real. And that's where I'm going to teach other brothers, man, especially young brothers, man, stay away from the red flags and ratchets. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a thought crime. I was watching Myron Gaines, and an attorney friend of his talking about the whole case, like breaking the whole case down, like a few days before this actual case came out. And I was like, damn. And he was like, that's a thought crime. That's what the lawyer said. It's a thought crime. You know, all I can tell you dudes out there, man, just be careful, dog. Just be careful. Careful about these bras, man. We be thinking everything cool and fine because you got money, you popular, or you think this little chick feeling you. Man, pay attention to them red flags. You decide to knock down the chick and you know you seen a couple red flags, don't go into no relationship. We make the mistakes. I don't know, man. I might do a show later on with some more videos and stuff. I just want to go live on here. This is my first time doing live straight through YouTube. But appreciate everybody that came through to check it out, man. I'm just expressing my thoughts, man. Y'all go ahead and leave the comments, you know what I'm saying, on replay or whatever when you watch this. You know what I'm saying? So, guess I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here.